Hi, connections. It is officially December 1st. I am so excited. I just feel like a lot of good things are happening. You see, I went and bedazzled myself out. I go in and got like all my accessories on, and for some reason, I wanted my main goals I normally have on my neck on my head. Oh, and speaking of head, I went and put my bells in my hair. Spirit wanted me to identify in that form. Um, it's almost like a wind chime. It's something that I got hip to by putting beads in my hair. Um, it's a welcoming aspect for spirit. Um, Another form of a way that I want to express it and embrace it, which I probably got to make me some of those, is the door entrance. The door entrance should have beads or an aspect like this. And in the meantime, it explains why spirit want me to identify this way. It's in my hair because I do stay in hotels, so I don't actually have an official door mainly. But does that sound like a contradictory to say, like, ma'am, what do you mean? You have yourself your own entrance of a way. Very intriguing. But just speaking my reality, and I don't want to be out here what's the word? False flagging. I do stay in hotels. I don't have an actual. I feel like I should stop talking for a second because I feel like I'm contradicting everything that I want to say. Spirit is like, I'm giving you all this, you have all this, and you keep saying you don't. You do have a place, ma'am. Where are you? That's an intriguing aspect. The stereotype of what a home look like, or what is it? Like some people really do live in hotels. Some people do live in SUVs. Like that really is somebody's life. It's not a bad aspect. It's their reality. It's not a bad aspect. But well, a lot of energy already. I feel great. Honestly, I already knew I was going to be recording today. We wrapped up last month with a lot of healing. We still are doing a lot of healing, honestly, but there was enough clarity that brought healing in just by the awareness level from last month. Even when it came to myself, learning my birth chart, learning my placements, that my zodiacs are in my houses, that are helping me flow and operate and identify when I know that brought me healing because I had clarity. It's not like a confusion aspect; it's clarity. So for me, it felt like healing. Like, oh my God, I'm on track. I always say I'm on track. Sometimes I do be questioning my guidance. Sometimes just by situations that I be in and things I go through, I be feeling like the antennas be, what are you doing? Are you distracted today? But it's just like can't be the needy kid all the time. Like I didn't bloomed you well, or you good, ma'am. You're good. It's just it's an aspect of have to learn. Can't tell you everything. You have to learn it. So I guess you appreciate it more if that makes sense. That's what Spirit been working with me with. Definitely last month I went through that lesson too of I'm the kid who asks a lot of questions while all of a sudden you don't want to tell me. Just want me to just stumble into it. You need to learn, ma'am. You have to learn this lesson. So last month was a lot of that. This month just feels like it feels good. Honestly, it's the end of the year. We going into a new year. Um, Realizing the alignment is going great. Um, Still, some aspects are not in the right placements, but we got next year. We got the excitement of being able to start again, try again, take that leap of faith. That's the energy that's definitely going into next year. A leap of faith. You have to trust in yourself, even though it's funny because this is December and we're going into January. Like that's a whole leap right there. But even that simple concept of I'm going from the end of the year to into 2025. You have to believe it. Some people they still Literally, including myself. I know I'm in this energy. Even though I'm an eternal energy, I can 360 around myself all the time. Healing aspect wise, I'm still back probably in, I don't know, we about to be in 2024. I'm probably still back in like 2022, honestly, of some healing that I still got to do. And probably way back there. But somewhere in a leap of faith or alignment, puzzle pieces have to come together, which still got me back in that energy. Um, I feel like I said about saying, I kind of forgot intriguingly. But it's not a bad thing. It's just that awareness of that is really, really important. Now I had to realize, what was I going through back in 2022? Which is funny because I actually went and got a reading last month. I went to a psychic and got a reading. She did astrology reading for me. She did did my brain feel a little, I'm thinking about a lot right now, but I went for a reading by a psychic, and she did an astrology reading. Also, was part of the compact of oh my God, where's my words? It was part of a compact of what came with it. Um, that was the important part to me because I wanted an astrology reading. Like, I pull cards already for myself, but I don't honestly know too much about astrology and how to read the chart and things like that. So I was happy that I was able to go to somebody who that's what they do. I'm learning about it. Like, I even got my zodiac cards I pull from, but when it comes to the actual pie chart, I still have to learn how to read that. So it's something, evolving will eventually learn how to do and embrace and express, because I realized, oh my God, it displays my whole life for real, for real. It's intriguing. When they say it's a blueprint already, it's there. You just, what's that saying? I don't know, it's a saying where you pretty much want to hide something, put it in a book, because most people don't want to read a book. It's in a pot, it's in a chart, and you will miss it because you don't know how to read it, or you think it's not for you. But it's your whole life. It's intriguing. They'd be like, if it was a snake, it would have bit you. It's one of those metaphors. That's the way I feel. Because, oh my God, that's amazing. How my whole life display inside of, they call it a birth chart. It makes sense why it's a birth chart. It's your, it's your birth chart. It's letting you know what's going on with yourself and things that you're connected to. That's the intriguing part. But what was I saying about her? I went for a reading. What did I go for a reading for? I can't even remember what the heck I was talking about. Intriguing. We're gonna start off with the universe and see what universal law is standing out today. What the heck was I talking about? I feel like Spirit hit the switch on me or something. Like, next. Flip the page on me, Jesus. Oh, we got 3 that came out. Maybe that's a good thing. Next. We're done with life. That's so funny. That's so funny to me. I feel like that goes exactly what I'm saying and getting at. Like, literally, like, when they say a blueprint, like next chapter, how you still, like, even myself, I said, still, my energy is still back like in 2022. You're just flipping chapters. You can go back to it though, because you don't understand it right now. You ain't getting it. Next. That's what that energy just felt like to me. That's funny because I know that's important and very accurate. It's just funny how it's just not intriguing. You just flip the goddamn switch on me and you just flip the fucking page on me. Next. Very intriguing. But we got 3 universal laws today. We got the law of vibration, the law of correspondence, and the law of cause and effect. Very lovely. Vibration, the law of correspondence, and the law of cause and effect. Very, very lovely. And then the law of polarity is looking up at me. It's at the top. See you at the bottom. The law of attraction. Oh, Jesus. I love that. And that's funny too. Go right with the first one. This is the mind, and the law of vibration is the mind. And I did go and bedazzle myself today. I only got all my little accessories on today. For the most part, it's just I felt real fancy and expressive. It's going to law of attraction and vibration. It's the mind. How funny, awesome. And I put it back at the top of the deck. We making sure we getting that law of attraction for sure. Plus, I put it at the top. I didn't mean to, but I really did put it at the top of the deck. And it's really going with the first card, the first universal law, the law of vibration, which is followed by the law of correspondence, which is going with the law of cause and effect. I want to see what zodiac is standing out. And it's something else. Ooh. We got Aries and we got Gemini. Very lovely. And the way it landed, too, is important. Gemini is going with the law of cause and effect, and Aries is going with the law of correspondence. Very, very intriguing. I got one more. Oh, I got one more. Lovely. Aquarius. Law of vibration is in the air. I knew it was the freaking mind. I don't know why I gave that little chuckle, but this made me feel like a little evil. Always correct. Always correct. But anywho, seriously. Coming through the air, it's passion and got Gemini energy. I hope this is balanced, not separated energy. Hope it's the same track. Or it might just be just layer like this. Like I got all. There's a lot of perspectives. You see this? But it balanced out to be the same aspect. At the end of the day, that's the intriguing part. When it comes to this energy. Probably why I was going with the law of attraction. We're going to keep going. I want to see who these people all paired up in there. We're going to go with threes. Oh, perfect. 3, 3, 3. Lovely. Then we got Capricorn, Cancer, and Virgo. Pisces, Taurus, and did I say that right? I feel like I just said Scorpio over here. I think I'm doing that behavior again. Intriguing Jesus. I said intriguing Jesus. Let me start over. Capricorn, Cancer, Virgo. Then we have Pisces, Taurus, and Scorpio. I'm already in this energy because I said it over here. I swear I just said Scorpio over in freaking Capricorn and Cancer and Virgo's energy. Jupiter is on the scene for sure. Pulling that behavior. Display again here. Here, this is the display because I know I just said Scorpio. I'm like, that's not what that said. I know that's not. I seen these cards and I know I did not see Scorpio over here. Scorpio came out within my energy. And it's funny too because I got all the water. It's the water too. It's the Cancer that's doing it. The light and the dark. It's really, really important. That's intriguing. I know that's Gemini too. Cause and effect. Very, very intriguing. It's reflective energy. Or it's one of the same. I'm trying to give an example other than got Scorpio, Taurus, and Pisces. Let me keep going really quick. That just caught me off guard. Leo, Libra, and there you go. There you go. Of course. Of course. I should have knew it. I didn't know it. I knew it was Jupiter. I know Jupiter. Jupiter is a very intriguing one. Always have me looking crazy. But accurate. It'd be a beautiful, crazy accurate. But here we go. Here we go. Look who he's paired up with. Scorpio, Libra, and Leo. The sun is obvious. Obvious. As I always say, we the fish in the pond and the sun is out. Somebody's getting spotlighted and it's a balance. It's the Gemini behavior. Very reflective. That's so funny. It's just like Ah, that's so beautiful. It's balanced. I hope this energy is It's balanced. I want to give an example. I feel like I ain't got no examples in my brain at the moment. It's so intriguing. 'Cause it's similarity. It's like being a parent and you vibing with your child. Like y'all on the same damn page. Like in that type of a mood or something. I don't know, because it's not maybe like it's maybe not like an all the time behavior, and just things just flowing. Cause you're just vibing. Y'all just in sync with each other. I don't know. If that's a good example, Jesus. But that's just it. Remind me of this energy, how it's reflective. It's almost one of the same, but it's separate. It's two different individuals, but reflective behavior, doing the same exact thing. That's what remind me of a parent, because I know there's other ways I've learned it, how energy is transferred and how people reflect. Um, but this literally reminds me, it could be not even a child, maybe somebody in your family. It could be even a friend. Hey, is somebody vacuuming? I think they are vacuuming. Hopefully they vacuum the whole floor, because, I mean, let me not get distracted. Let's not get distracted. But I've been waiting for them to vacuum, honestly. I feel like it distracted me, but it's like my brain, like, they're here, lovely. They've been slacking a little bit, making my entryway not look so bueno, and I don't like that. But they're on it today, which is so lovely. And it's my birthday, Jesus. I was born on a Sunday, April 29th, 1990. And anytime Sunday comes, it's always my day. I always tell myself happy birthday because it's my birthday. I was born on a Sunday. I naturally am a rise up energy. At any time the hour is 4:29, whether it's 4 in the morning or 4:29 in the PM, it's my birthday. It don't matter what day it is. If it's the time, it's my birthday. And I normally always catch it sometimes. Sometimes I catch it every day back to back. It be intriguing because it's not an aspect where I'm watching the clock. It's just I look over, it's like, oh my God, it's my birthday. Or it might be like the receipt, like how much something cost or something, or like the price or something. Oh my God, it's my birthday. 4:29. I feel like that was random, but I feel like that was random. I'm gonna give myself a shout out really quick. Let me tell you guys something about me. But seriously, it is my birthday Sunday. To rise up energy. Um, but this energy is so beautiful. This is a lot of reflective energy. And it's funny because it's coming through the air in its passion form. And it's complemented the law of vibration, the law of correspondence, and the law of cause and effect. And this Gemini energy is so important. Because normally I think of Gemini, I always think of Gemini as two perspectives, you know? But intriguingly, it reminded me of somebody who has, I think that is the way it actually is too. Like one person, but got two heads. You know, some people like, I got an angel on one side and maybe a demon on the other side, or devil, however they say it, angel, devil on one side. It's two different perspectives, but today it's not coming off like two perspectives. Everybody in kumbaya. It's kumbaya. Which even caught me off guard. I'm over here speaking about this pal when I'm way over here. But I look over and it's like, oh, water over here too. And it's the moon doing it. These planets are them. I am using zodiac base, but it's the planets that's standing out. It's the moon. Then over here it's the sun. And then I'm in the middle. That's the funny part. I get the middle energy, which is just a natural reflecting aspect. That's so beautiful. That's funny because I got my black and white on today. Oh, funny, perfect, Jesus. That is funny, perfect to me, but that's beautiful. Capricorn, Cancer, Virgo, Pisces, Taurus, Scorpio. Yeah, passion coming right to you. Passion coming right to you. It's coming right to you. That's funny. It remind me of a translation that I just watched yesterday from my other translator. She go by Queen of Cup. Um, but she spoke of being hunted. Did this remind me of it? It's coming right to you. Then it's balanced and then it naturally stands out. That's what that energy feels like. That's so beautiful. And Scorpio, I gotta just give me a minute. I'm just amazed with this energy, honestly. Scorpio, Taurus, and Pisces. Yeah, it's literally coming off as one. It's not a separation. I'm not. Where's the law of divine oneness? This feels like the law of divine oneness. It didn't come out, but it feels like it is. It's not a separation. Let me show you the order it's in. The law of attraction, the law of perpetual. Who is that? The law of compensation, and then the law of divine oneness. There you go. Who's up under you? The law of action. The law of action is behind the law of oneness, and who's in front of it? The law of compensation. And that's what it feels like. Even how I was like, did I just say Scorpio? It comes right back like, what the? It's a oneness. That is so intriguing. And it's complemented that energy coming towards you. And it's so funny. It's really making me think about the translation I just watched of energy, where it's like she had the arrow. Oh, okay, I can't do an arrow metaphor, but something like that, like an arrow, like a bow and arrow. And it's just, boop, come right to you. It's like something like, I'm sending you positive energy, peace, love, and light energy. And then you, boop, it just come to you. And you're reflecting whatever it came from. That's the intriguing part of energy. That's why I hope that's even a good example. Like sending you peace, love. Maybe that person is one of those type of people, but you're reflecting them. It's reflective. It's almost remind me of a Jeeper Creepers to an extent where it's like, where'd you get those peepers? Is it that in that aspect? Actually, I thought about it earlier. That's the intriguing part where it becomes whatever it eats or something. Was that what he said? It becomes, which the heck did she say? It becomes whatever it eats or something like that. I keep wanting to say that, but I honestly am not sure if that's what she said. But whatever something it becomes. What the heck was I saying? I can't believe I can't think of it off the top of my head. Ma'am, you and wanting to explain with these movies but not knowing what the movies is just listen. Understand the concept, okay? Maybe go look into the movie. At least I know the name of the movie today. I know the name of it. Go watch the whole movie. You'll figure it out. It's just I really do be driving myself crazy. Like, oh my Jesus. I really am not a movie person like that. Like if I'm watching it, you best believe I'm watching it for the message. I'm not just watching it just because a new movie's out. I always watch it because it's a message. I don't just be doing nothing for no dog or reason. And it's just lately when I've been trying to explain it of what I learned from the message, it's just like, ma'am, you didn't take notes. Maybe I gotta start taking notes. What movie did you watch? And it's almost like Bible study, like literally. So that might be how I have to learn to function and operate moving forward, and then to a new year, how to improve. Think of it like Bible study. When you're watching those movies, make sure you write down the title of it and what stood out. So when you go back and you referencing, you have the references, ma'am. You're not looking like a little rookie. Or I must say whatever, but improvement. What they call that, New Year not New Year something. I don't know. Just a way for me to grow into next year in my awareness and healing for growth for myself. Why am I clapping like that, Jesus? I give myself chuckles. Something I'm really going to work on. Like, I feel like I'm being sarcastic or funny, but seriously, something I'm going to work on because I keep noticing that the important aspects that I know that are important for myself, how it's becoming important for me to learn it in a more useful way when I'm sharing it with, for other people, if that makes sense. So it's like I know why I'm watching a movie, but it's like you have to remember what your purpose is, ma'am. You are literally a learn and share as you go. Like I leave breadcrumbs all over the place, metaphorically. If you keep up with me, it's just like books been so significant. I tell you, like I just even just a minute ago thought about like how spirit flipped the switch on me or changed the chapter. Like whoa, I can't remember what the heck I was just saying. Back to a book again. That's what it reminded me of. Leaving breadcrumbs. This might go right back and you have what you need because I learned and I share. So either you learn as I go, like we're learning together, or you just go later on. You can understand it like a full book. It, you know, if you're like a binger like me, like watching the, I haven't been watching them lately, but what do they call those? Like it's all top of my head, so I'm just gonna say it. Being Mary Jane, I loved it that when it first came out, but I hated having to wait, to the whole next week to watch, what's gonna happen next. So I learned to become a binger. Like it wasn't on purpose, like something happened where I wasn't able to watch TV so much. But when I actually was able to binge on it, I was like, oh my God, how everything was already ready. I was just, boop, boop, boop. Got to watch it all back to back. And that's what I feel like how other people will understand later if they're not understanding within the moment, if that makes sense. Because that's what I literally do. I even want to do it. I'm pulling energy now. You see it within the moment. Maybe everything ain't play all out yet, ain't sink in yet. So it's just, but later on, it's like, it'd be intriguing. But, jeez, I forgot what the heck I was saying again. I think I got the air on too. I need to cut the heat on. I don't know why I feel cold. Give me a second. Yeah, my seconds. Oh, you got the air on. I've been tripping lately, Jesus. I know why I did it again, because um, I didn't want to sweat while I was moisturizing, putting my moisture on, my lotion and stuff. Definitely lotion. Like if I put oil on, I normally don't sweat. But if I put lotion on, I somehow my body just be like, it'd be in contradictory with itself. I get to trying to sweat. So luckily I got the AC. So I'd be cutting the AC on. But sometimes I forget to cut it off until I'm just like, oh my God, I'm cold. Ma'am, forgot to cut the heat back on. I've been doing that lately a lot, intriguingly. I'm going over to the divine energy of the oracle, though. There was something else I was about to say about a book concept. I think I pretty much explained it. Did I finish explaining about Jeepers Creepers, though? Where'd you get those peepers? Oh, what the heck did it say? It becomes whatever it eats. It becomes, I think that's what it was. It becomes whatever it eats. It's one of those type of energies. Jeepers Creepers, where'd you get those peepers? It's reflective. It's all obvious too. It's Leo. You got Jupiter and the Sun together with a balance. What? Then for me, because I'm a Taurus, I'm so happy to be in the Taurus energy today. Normally, I would probably want to be over here with Sagittarius, but I already know Sagittarius is popping through me because already got me seeming like I'm just talking what I don't know what I'm talking about, even though I know what I know I'm talking about. Like, hold on, Jupiter, you're on the scene for sure. I'm going and shot your energy to me for sure. But and it surely stood out. But it's coming off literally for me, and maybe you too, because this energy, none of it feels like it's separated. That's the intriguing part. This literally remind me. I don't know if I can, because that's coming off like two people, but This is another movie I want to give an example. I think it was called Spotting or something like that. But there was a person who was on an island all by himself. Then he made a friend out of a basketball. He drew like a face on there. But this literally just seemed like one person. But it's reflecting something else. Like somebody else got to be there. So that's why it's not really a good example, because it's reflecting somebody else. Which is almost taking me into the energy of the moon, which is over here, where people be like, I'm on one side of the moon talking to the moon, and then you're on the other side doing the same exact thing. It's just doing the same exact thing. But it really feels like one. You ever like, it reminds me of like a half moon, but somehow it's full because it's two doing the same exact thing. I can't stop elaborating on that because that's so important. Jeez, Weezo. Doing the same exact thing. Just because in the air, the law of vibration, then the law of correspondence, and the law of cause and effect. That make a lot of sense. Be distinctive. Be distinctive. That's funny. Go with the flow. Choose friends wisely. This is the energy I felt earlier. I wasn't even going to touch on it, but I have no choice but to at the moment. I honestly don't feel that way. It's just like how I felt with my last translation I did to close out last month. As into, it was a lot of sad energy where you have to be compassionate. You don't really have to be in a mood to need to be compassionate, but my mind was somewhere else. But I realized within the moment I needed to have compassion. I wound up stumbling into like, oh yeah, a pothole. Like, you recognize this energy. You know this energy, ma'am. And it's a sad energy. It's different when you in that situation and when somebody else in that situation. If that makes sense. Let's make sure. I'm gonna make sure it makes sense. Make sure it makes sense. Because I've been through it before, but I have healed and moved past it. But somebody else is in that situation where they felt the same way I felt, like unheard, not cared for. Like, some people really don't have voices. Some people are really meant to be somebody else's voice. And it actually came up, speak up. And it's intriguing because it didn't come off like a one to stir like a pot, like to get like a riot and things happening like that. It's like literally you speaking up is somebody else's answer. That's the only way to really explain it. But this energy over here is choose friends wisely. And this came through in my translation yesterday too. Of a lot of people who are around you don't really like you. You have a lot of, the way I felt it earlier, it kept coming through on music. It's a Sierra song, and it's called Set, which I like that song a lot. But it's the aspect in that song where she was saying, "You hating, but you watching though. You guess you kind of mad that I'm unstoppable." Like, I mean, I like that song. But literally, that energy is the aspect of, when it comes to choose friends wisely, the people you around. Jesus, this is another energy I had to elaborate on, which I didn't really want to because I don't feel like dwelling. Honestly, I'm in such a good mood, and I do come off sometimes like one of them naive ones who like, I haven't got no enemies. I say it and I mean it. I don't. I don't have no enemies. I don't. I surely don't. I can just guarantee that they're gonna be faithful in whatever they gonna do, which is gonna always have me correct because they always gonna do their goddamn part in whatever it is. As long as I stay authentic, I will always win because I already know what time it is. That's not an enemy. Now, an enemy is when they contradictory all of that, if that makes sense. But literally, I don't got no enemies. I just don't. I do have people who we have totally different perspectives for sure, and I have learned to embrace that and understand that, and not just always try to force just my perspective on it. Like, That's your perspective. That's your view. There's nothing wrong with it. That's just your view. Just like people see how I do things. That's my perspective. That's my view. That's my reality. It don't have to be yours. But this energy is important. It's the circle you around. And I feel like I can't say no more on that moment. Maybe it's not meant to. It's just literally you have ones around who don't like you. And it literally the only song that's coming to my mind right now. There was other songs, but you're hating, but you watching though. I guess you kind of mad that I'm unstoppable. That's the ones that's the closest to you. You have observers that who don't like you, but they watch you. There was another song too, and I can't even think about what the heck it was at the moment. But that one is standing out to me, definitely with me saying that. Choose your friends wisely. Hmm. Think of how to explain this. This feels like an energy of people who got them go-to friends. How can I explain that? It's a hard one to explain. Because I can understand all the perspectives. I can understand all the perspectives on it. And my mind literally feel blank when it comes to this at the moment. That's the intriguing part. So maybe it's not meant to. Maybe it's literally just go with the flow. But I felt this energy before I even started translating. So maybe this was meant to just take it all in. Maybe you don't need to dwell on it. Be aware of it, but don't dwell. Which actually came through. I think that was actually the title of it. Don't get distracted by things that trigger other people or something like that. Other people are bothered by your greatness, but they enjoy it. But they upset that they enjoy it. It's not like I don't know how to explain it. I don't really don't. It's just this is. I want to say this is why I don't have friends because I don't have time for this stupid business, But I have friends. It's just we're all spiritual and separated, intriguingly. Which that's a whole nother topic I want to talk about. Maybe at a different time I can mention it a little bit, but spiritual people, we never got it easy. That's something I thought about earlier too. As I was finishing my, cause I actually finished my hair up today. I went and renewed myself so I can go into the new year all right. But kind of forgot about to say again. Intriguing. Uh, I went and renewed myself. Moving on. We're not talking about that past tense anymore. Just, I feel like I'm being sarcastic, but I'm very serious. That energy is a serious energy. Dwelling energy. But for me, it makes me feel like I'm contradicting myself just because, like, it's okay to speak on something, but not be bothered by it, if that makes sense. Like, I'm not naive. I'm aware of it. It's just, I'm not dwelling. It's just, I'm aware of it. And you may be not aware of it, and you need to be aware of it. The way the energy coming through, you may not know it. That's why it says choose friends wisely. You might not have good discernment to recognize who's for you and who's not, who's great pretenders and who really there and want the best for you. It may be hard to recognize that because I can't even really give an example to even separate where you can identify it intriguingly. Like my mind feel blank. So that really might be one of the energies because within this whole energy, as I said, this seemed like one energy. One. But for me, I want to say that's good. Everything's is you on the right alignment where you ain't gotta question nothing. Nothing need to be questioned. Everything is flowing perfectly. Cause this is what this is coming off as. Honestly, I'm trying to go back into the little lower energy to explain. My mind is blank, like we're not dwelling. But choose friends wisely, because you may literally not know how to recognize who don't like you. That's the energy. That's the doggone energy right there. It reminds me when they be like, more money, more problems. You're happy because you have people around you, but they don't really like you. You don't know how to recognize that difference. I don't like that energy, but hmm, why I don't like this energy? Because it comes off manipulative. Like their intentions ain't pure. Like telling you, you can do this, in your face. It's probably, they gotta be in your face, but they pom-pomming you. I think if they were not pom-pomming you in your face, then you would understand. You're like, I don't know if you're really my friend. But later on, with somebody else, they ain't gonna never be great. They ain't gonna never do this, and that. It's like they just totally just. That's just the way it feels. That's why I don't like that energy. But it's just like at the end of the day, even how I said for me, and I mean, even when it come with that energy, I ain't got no enemies. Because within my face, you pon for me. That is keeping my self-esteem the way it needs to be. What you do around the people to comfort your self-esteem and their self-esteem is between y'all. For me, when it's in my face, it's good to go. And that's all that matters to me. That's the difference between that energy for me and how I deal with it. Because, like, if you really felt that way, you would say it to my face. But that's not really how you feel about me because you don't say that shit to my face. You say it to them. You want them to have. So that's intriguing. That might even be a universal type of test, honestly. Just to see. I feel like that's a test. That's a test. I know that's a test. The way I just said it and the way that I just thought about it, that has to be a test. You ever sometime, you ever sometime been talking to somebody, like in the situation that I just explained, where you knew somebody was cool with somebody, but when they get separated, they talk about that person. Do that other person ever ask that person, like, did you say that to them? Or, why are you talking about them like this when they away from you? Like, I think that's the whole test to even call that out. Or do you just play into it? I feel like a test to me, honestly. I want to move past that energy. It's just, it really made me feel that way. Like, I feel like that's a test. Who the test is for is a great question. I'm about to pull a card. Who's that test for? Go with the flow. Be distinctive. Go with the flow. Just go with the flow. I feel like that's the answer to that. Let's just go with the flow. Okay. I feel like I just need to leave it at that. Just go with the flow. Jeez, that energy just really made me a little tense and irritated. And like, what was that? That's probably even the response. Like, what was that? What was that? Some of the fakest shit ever. That's what the hell that was. That's what it felt like. But anywho, we're gonna see what Zodiac, not Zodiac. We're gonna see what house is standing out to die. Oh, first house. And guess who it lands on? Choose friends wisely. It's going with your aspiration or ambition. What drives you? is connected to your friends. Mmm. It's a song. And I think the name of it is And that's why I feel like, oh my Jesus, it makes sense. Intriguing. Wrong alignment, this is bad. This is some reevaluating. Perfect alignment is perfect. It's stuck. Y'all reflecting each other very, very, very well. It thrives you. Even how I sit there and get example, like, what you saying to me in my face is what really matters. That's what keeps me growing and evolving. Everybody else, shit, as far as I hear, that's some gossip. That's some he say, she say, because whoever said it to me, that's not what the hell they said. So to me, that's just gossip. And people like gossip, so whatever keeps them, whatever. This aspect it's a beautiful aspect. This energy this is a perfect alignment, honestly. But on the flip side, if it's not, it's because you got to choose friends wisely. It depends where you at on the maze. Either this is do some reevaluation, or you have done you have done a reevaluation, and your alignment that you're going into is beautiful. Or this could literally just be we are going into a new year. This is what it should be. Choose friends wisely, because you will reflect them. Literally in the aspect of the energy of Jeeper Creepers, where'd you get those peepers? And you are. No, what the heck did she say? Oh my God. Because that's the part I keep saying Jeeper Creepers, where you get the peepers, but it's literally whatever she said about whatever it eats or consumes, it becomes. It's one of those energies. That's why it's one. You know when they be like birds of a feather flock together? It's one of those energies. And this is important. This is your first house. And that's funny too, because my first house is in water. And this is all water. This is water. Pisces energy and Scorpio energy, which is in my first house. My first house has water, which is Scorpio energy, and my 12th house have Scorpio energy, which is water. It's reflective energy. Intriguing energy. Very, very intriguing energy. But we got the 9th house. We got some teaching going on. Your senses are in reverse. In the dark. Your foundation is in reverse. Here and after. Oneness. Halfway. A portal. Communication. Here and after. Your balance. I just see that one more time. Your teaching. Your senses in reverse. That's important. This is intriguing, Jesus. This is beautiful. This makes me feel like a school of magic, but it might not literally be in school. It's just the people that you are around, whoever you are dealing with. It is beautiful. It's coming off like magic. It's coming off like in a body form. This reminds me of marriage energy, but it's not coming off like marriage. This is more like community or literally a friend. But it's through me because I normally say this is marriage energy. You don't. Very intriguing, Jesus. Very intriguing lesson. I'm gonna say I'm gonna keep flowing and explaining, but very intriguing. It's coming off like one person, but it's two people, but it's one. And it's reminding me of hangman energy. Definitely the way they can send you energy. You might not be operating off of your energy. It's somebody else's energy, but it's one. It's not like it's going against your beliefs or yourself. It's literally the energy of when two become one type of an energy. In a hangman style, your senses are in reverse. You're operating off a different energy, like a. You might be in your head or feet, and it's intriguing. I have to show you. I have to show you because that's important. That's the message literally. You see how my head is? Well, all my accessories on my head. Okay. Let me show you the feet concept though, which is one of the same, but it's different. And this is a color base for this one. It's red. It's going with like the blood aspect. It's naturally you, like a DNA. Oh my Jesus, that's so intensively intriguing to explain. I feel like shocked and surprised at the same time the way it's operating. Cause that's beautiful. It really do remind me of magic, like a school of magic, different gifts. Which I don't know if I even finished explaining that. Speaking of that, but maybe it was done with the topic. But just how spiritual people never had it easy. They always go through difficult situations. It's not too often that spiritual people just have a smooth sail unless maybe they were born into a woken family, you know. Other than that, the journey ain't easy. But this is making me, it makes me feel like the song called Paradise. I think it's Coldplay, and the name of it is called Paradise. Where that's a perfect example. Things weren't going right. He was solo, couldn't afford certain things, but then he ran into his tribe. It came off like a bunch of elephants, but it was like his herd of people, and it came off like a celebration. And the whole song concept was, you that's all you ever dreamed of was being close to your people, your community, to be understood. And that's what this is coming off as. It's so intriguing. Because your senses are in reverse. Very, very intriguing. Like if you normally will operate off seeing everything, you might need to hear things. It's just a little flip. Your senses are in reverse. And that's so important because it's coming off like somebody else's energy. Was there so many levels to that aspect, honestly? I gave an example already to remind me of like some school magic stuff, you know, and or energy where two become one. And it reminded me of like two different people body parts. But it's one person. Like some scientists of like, give me half of your body and I'll take the bottom part. And somehow the other part of that body is still functioning like the part that you mixed together. That is some intriguing energy, honestly. Intriguing energy. That's all I can say on that one. But it's up right now, but it was in reverse, so intriguingly, it's back up red. You're teaching your senses in the dark. Now this one is in reverse. Was this just in reverse? I think this was in reverse. But you're in the dark. This is an energy in the dark. This is a lot of spiritual energy at the moment for sure. Oh, and this is up right now. Very intriguing. This is your structure all day. You amongst people like you, for extra sure. Here and after energy. It doesn't matter. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. This is definitely that Coldplay song for sure. Paradise. You have found them. You're one, halfway, through a portal, communication, here and after, the balance. And all those went into reverse too. That's so important. It's a lot that's at hand right now that I'm just, it's the first of the month. I feel like I'm in shock mode already. So that's intriguing. Is something ever been so perfect it scares you? This feels like it's so perfect it scares you. It's perfect. Something so perfect it scares you. And I hope that I don't be one of the ones that like will mess this type of aspect up just because when you're not used to this aspect, you had to choose friends wisely, you had to learn that lesson and things like that. Finding people who like you and not sabotaging it is an intriguing aspect, honestly. Because it might put you on defense mode, paranoid mode. Can I really trust you mode? Why? Just because it reminded me of something I talked about before, as into when you're dealing with somebody, how you can overwater them and they just disappear, they die like a plant. Like you can tell a person you love them every day, and some reason they drift away, all because you told them you love them too much. Like you had a plant and you just kept pouring water in there instead of, I think you're supposed to water your plant like maybe, I say once, that maybe like, it depends on the type of plant you got metaphorically, but maybe like every something couple of days. But it's like, that'd be weird to tell a person you love them, like, let me just wait 3 days and I'm gonna tell you I love you. Then I'm gonna wait maybe to next week to tell you I love you. It's just a metaphor, but this is how it literally goes for some time for people, where you can over love them where they drift away. It's too much. Like you have overwatered your plant, that you have to slow and steady them or they will get terrified or paranoid and drift away. And that's the energy that I deal with a lot, honestly, because I'm a quick builder. I get to building quickly. Um, and some people, they be afraid of that. Definitely with the eternal side, like forever? Forever? How do you know what I'm doing all the time? Like, you could never be sneaky. Why would you want to be sneaky? Why would you want to always have to lie and you, you don't you don't have to do none of that. You shouldn't have to. Because you're literally one. You become one. So it's just like literally you just realize, oh, I'm just lying to myself. I'm deceiving myself. That's actually funny. Maybe think of something my son Boo showed me the other day when he came to see me. He be finding some intriguing things to watch, yo. I swear he do. He be with the shit sometime for sure. That's what he surely do, but he be with the shit sometime. But he has showed me something. I can't remember what the heck. What the heck did he just show me? What did he show me? What was I just talking about? I kind of forgot. He showed me something. It reminded me of this energy. But I can't remember what the heck it was. Off the top of my head. What the heck was I just talking about? He be with this shit sometime. The stuff he be watching is like, oh my Jesus. Where did you find this, sir? Which is kind of funny because even with me saying that and thinking about what I be watching, what he be showing me. Well, hi, sir. I'm going to call you back in a minute. I'm recording right now. But, it make me feel like the people that oh yeah, I kind of want to enter the film. Oh, wait a minute, but caught me off guard. Jesus Christ. uh, the people who be within the video, because he normally it'd be like a child saying some stuff to their parents or whatever, and I'd be feeling like I'm giving the expression that I would be expecting them to give. Of like, where did you find this? You know, like where do you come out with this stuff? And that's why I'd be where do you find this type of stuff at, sir? You know, because it just be intriguing. I can't honestly remember off the top of my head what the heck he just showed me, or what I was even talking about. I'm in my mind sometime. I said he be with that shit sometime. The total opposite of me. I'm more of I mind my business, and he be knowing all the business. He be with the shit. But you know, I guess that's a balance for me. You know, you need somebody who is aware, man, who will be with the shit. I'm on with the shit. I give myself struggles. It's just I love my Sunny boy. It's just sometimes it's like what the world, dude. Drama, drama, drama. But healing is this is healing. I'm waking up, I feel it in my bones. Welcome to the new age, to the new age. Oh snap! Speaking of that, it was brought to my attention yesterday by one of my other translators. I love my community. We just keep each other very enlightened. I tell you no lie. Just by staying true to ourselves and doing our part, which is translating the energy. She spoke of something in a dragon form. And it was so funny because within that moment, it made sense even with the purpose I've been doing, or even how my last translation. It spoke of having compassion. Needing to have compassion is really, really important. But it made me think of my tattoo, honestly, because it's a snake. But when I went to get color in it, he started putting like dragon pieces in my snake. And it was so intriguing because the dragon was actually symbolizing what I'm actually expressing, if that makes sense. But it's mixed with my doggone snake. Because it was supposed to just put color in there. Then I looked over and he started adding extra pieces to it. And that's intriguing because it had to have been Spirit doing it. Spirit does things like that. And it's one of those you will understand later aspects. And I understood it then. Oh my God, how intriguing. Because my snake name is Watershine. And I was actually in the water when I recognized it. And I am, like, majority of my chart, like, literally, I'm going to say, I'm fully in water. Forget majority of my chart. Like, head to toe, ma'am, you are consumed of water. And your middle part is water too. Like, your head, your first house is in water. Your fourth house is in water. Your feet is in water, ma'am. Consumed of nothing but water. So I thought that was so intriguing when I was brought to my attention. But she's saying the Japanese culture, um, form of what it symbolized was what I'm displaying. And I thought that was so intriguing because I honestly did not know that. I was like, how intriguing. And this made me feel so more comfortable about my tattoo. Like, oh my God. The way Spirit do things is be so intriguing. I tell you no lie. And that goes with that flow too. Just go with the flow. You will understand later. And I understood last night. I figured this out, and I've recently got this touched up to get the color in it. Cause somebody at the nail shop told me a while ago, like I should get some color in my snake. He told me to get it green and probably red. What is it, sir? But it didn't really hold the color too good, honestly. But you can see a little bit in there. But down here, he just started putting a different form into my doggone tattoo. Intriguingly. Because for me, I don't be watching them for the most part, which is like, that's some crazy behavior for the most part, but that's that trust for sure. I normally be almost about to fall asleep when I'm getting my tattoos. I'll just be letting them do what they do. And he gone and formed like a partial like dragon parts in my snake. Now you can see the difference of the pattern. Like that's the start of the pattern. Then round part just start getting different. What a card to go at this hat. There we go. Okay. And that remind me of the same doggone theme. That's the intriguing part. But this is coming through in the song. Like, I'm waking up, I feel it in my bones. It's like after healing. Hey, you coming out. Very intriguing. Then we got patience. Very, very intriguing. Whew, what energy, Jesus. Be distinctive. Cause and effect. I'm waking up. I think that's radioactive. I think that's the one that's called radioactive. But the aspect is healing energy. It reminds me of being in the womb, honestly. Like once you like probably in like third trimester. Like the way the senses become in a child, like they're more aware. And you might become too, honestly, y'all. That's two become one literally of an energy. I feel it. Welcome to the new age. To the new. That's really important. Welcome to the new age. That is radioactive. Radioactive. Hmm. You're being guided. You're being guided. Even how I said it was reflective, like the energy being shot to you or sent to you, and you reflecting it, it can literally be your spiritual guidance. You reflecting something on the eternal side. You're not like, I want to be like Jesus, or I got that Jesus Christ consciousness. It's reflective. It's reflective. It's coming right towards you. In this aspect, it reminded me of like the Matrix, like a code aspect. That's the intriguing part. And that came out kind of recently. That was part of healing. That awareness of it. And you know where it's coming from. You know it's coming from the sky. Gemini energy. It's reflective energy. And consistency. So you can map it out in the sky. Even how the zodiac showed me an energy. In the ruling planets, you can map it out. It is consistently proof of it. Like I never will leave you nor forsake you energy. And look, next to her, that's even very important. That dog, it's a loyalty aspect. That's even funny. You could be telling somebody this, your new friends, about your guidance. That's like building trust in that form of a way. You're telling them about the guidance. This feels like a testimony type of energy too. Definitely would have been consistency. I like that. That's really gorgeous. 'Cause I would love to have this type of energy. Like I have the bond already, but to have somebody I can tell about this, and it's a loyalty aspect. Like this is a friend. It could even be a spouse. And with this coming in, like you found your alignment. You can have these type of conversations. They understand it. It's not like a lot of what they want to hear. They're loyal to the same thing. That's exciting. That is so beautiful. Jesus. We're gonna wrap it up with worry less. I feel like this is definitely a worry less energy for sure. It's resonating. Breathing in peace. Breathing in peace. That is so gorgeous. Peace be with you, as the Father has sent me, so I am sending you. After he had said this, he breathed on the disciples and said, receive the Holy Spirit. John 20:21. That is so gorgeous. It's resonating energy. Oh, that's so gorgeous. I feel like I need to show you this card. It don't metaphorically go with it, but it goes with it to me. I feel like I have to show you this image while I read it again. Breathing in peace. Peace be with you, as the Father has sent me, so I am sending you. After he had said this, he breathed on his disciples and said, receive the Holy Spirit. John 20:21. Receive the Holy Spirit. This also feels like an energy of you have to believe. No, to enter the rest of God requires believing. You have to believe this. Somebody can tell you this, but that don't mean you believe it, which means you won't enter the rest. Which means the Holy Spirit is there. The Holy Spirit is guiding you. You just will miss it. You won't be able to see the miracles of connections with people because you don't believe it. You can't have a peaceful, restful mind when you don't believe it. Oh, that really made me so happy. That's a worry less for you. Then on the other side is radiant with hope. Radiant with hope. How lovely. May the God of hope fill you with joy and peace in your faith, that by the power of the Holy Spirit, your whole life and outlook may be radiant with hope. Romans 15:13. At the end of it says Philippians. I don't know what that's about. You got Romans and Philippians. That's what it says, though. These are both great. Breathing in peace and radiant with hope. And I hope it goes right back to what I just talked about when it comes to enter the rest of God requires believing. That radiant hope, it goes with that. You won't be that if you don't believe. That hope part is the important part. That's where you get to see the miracles and blessings which will make you radiant. You know, I feel like I have been, honestly. Like I've been feeling really radiant, like I'm glowing. I almost give like a pregnancy type of energy, metaphorically, which is not surprising. I am birthing um, newness, new starts, a lot of healing. But seriously, that's so beautiful. Breathing in peace and radiant with hope. Because you're finding the right alignment. You're getting closer. Or you have come to it. You're reflecting your guidance. That's why choose friends wisely. Who do you listen to? What do you follow? It's reflective. It's reflective. So that's been the energy, you guys, to start off our wonderful December 1st of 2024. Spirit is coming through with be distinctive. Be distinctive.